Winnie the Pooh. Always tell the truth. It's easier to tell the truth than try to run away. So take a breath and speak right up and then go out and play. Woo-hoo-hoo! Roux shouted, bouncing happily after Tigger. He and Tigger had already bounced through Rabbit's garden and Piglet's leaves and Eeyore's thistles. What do you say we visit our old pal Owl? Tigger suggested. "I'm ready when you are," Roux exclaimed. Roux followed his friend up to Owl's front door. "I say," Owl greeted them, "what good timing. I just received a gift from Great Aunt Cuthbert. I was hoping someone would stop to see it." "What is it?" asked Tigger. "The Owl family Who's Who stool," Owl answered. "My great-grandfather started the Who's Who of Owls. He stepped upon this stool each fall to read the name of owls who had done great deeds that year." "It looks kind of old," said Roux. "Oh my, yes," Owl laughed. "So I must ask that it be off limits for bouncing. Why, this stool dates back to, well, let me just check." Owl pulled out an old family album. As Owl looked through the book, Tigger looked out the window. "Say," Tigger said, "where's Pooh?" "Where?" asked Roux. Without thinking, Roux bounced onto the Who's Who stool. One of the legs cracked. Roux pushed the stool back and sat down carefully on it. He didn't want anyone to see that he had broken it. "Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo, Pooh boy," Tigger called out the window. "Owl's got a what stool, you know." "Tigger," Roux whispered, "I need your help." "What's the problem, little buddy?" Tigger asked. Roux showed Tigger the broken stool leg. "I have to fix it before Owl sees it," said Roux. Tigger scratched his head. "Maybe you ought to just tell Owl." Roux shook his head. "He told me not to bounce on it, but I forgot. Now I have to fix it somehow." Tigger turned to Owl. "Say, Owl," he said, "hope you don't mind, but we're going to take the stool down to show Pooh." Before Owl could answer, Tigger scooped up Roux on the stool. They bounced down the tree, past a very surprised Pooh. "See, here's the stool, buddy boy," Tigger said to Pooh. Tigger and Roux hurried away. They stopped to catch their breath near Pooh's house. "Look, Tigger," Roux pointed to one of Pooh's honey pots. "I bet we could fix that leg with some of Pooh's honey." "Good thinking, Roux boy," said Tigger. "Why, that honey ought to stick just like glue." They carefully poured the honey onto the stool leg, but it didn't fix things. It just made the stool very sticky. Roux couldn't take the stool back to Owl now. "Maybe we should try something else," he said in a small voice. Tigger smacked himself on the head. "Hey, I know," he said. "Old Longears has stringy beans in his garden. We'll use those." Not sure stringy beans are going to work. What do you think? They bounced over to Rabbit's garden. "This'll work just fine," Tigger called, pulling a bean vine from its pole. Tigger wrapped the bean vine around the leg of the stool. It worked perfectly until the vine snapped. Said Tigger. "Those must have been snap beans instead of string beans." "Well, just have to find something else," Roux said. As they headed out of the garden, they ran into Eeyore. Say, can we borrow some thistles of yours? Roux asked. We need them to fix something. Help yourself, said Eeyore. But prickly and sticky as they were, the thistles wouldn't stay wound around the stool leg. What'll I do now, Tigger? Roux asked. Come on, Bouncin' Buddy. We'll go see Christopher Robin. Fixing goopy what stools is what Christopher Robin do best. Tigger bounced away with Roux close behind. Tigger and Roux found Christopher Robin at his house. Hello, Roux, said Christopher Robin. Hello, Tigger. I was just on my way to see Owl's Who's Who stool. Roux pointed to the stool. Well, here it is, he said sadly. Oh my, said Christopher Robin. He looked at the honey and the bean vine and the thistle. It's broken, said Roux. It's all my fault. Tigger helped me try to fix it, but I only made it worse. I haven't told Owl or my mama either, Roux added. Christopher Robin looked at the broken stool. I think I can fix this, Roux, he said, but I also think you need to tell them the truth. They may be mad at me, Roux said. It's okay, said Christopher Robin. They'll understand once you tell them the whole story. Come on, Roux, said Tigger. I'll bounce home with you. Roux was relieved to see the magnificent job Christopher Robin had done. The stool looked perfect. A week later, Owl stood upon the mended Who's Who stool and read the names of all the owls who had done great things that year. Then Owl said, and finally there's our own Roux, who came forward and told the truth this year. Roux was delighted when Owl read his name. From now on, I'm always going to tell the truth, he cried. A lesson a day, Pooh's way. Telling the truth puts the bounce back in your step. Always feels good when you tell the truth.